Hi, welcome to Raw Math. Today I'm doing a series of videos on inequalities. Today I have 4 sets of numbers in interval notation, and the directions say sketch the graph, represent as an inequality, state whether the interval is bounded or unbounded. So if you haven't seen interval notation before, in general, the brackets are used for the less than or equal or greater than or equal signs, and the parentheses are for the less than or greater than signs. I like these interval notation signs because I think the bracket looks like a wall, so it's like your variable is reaching for the number, like this 200, and actually touching it. It reaches for it and touches it because it can equal 200. The parenthesis looks like you're reaching, scooping for that number, but not actually equaling it. So it reaches for this negative 11, but it'll never actually reach it. Reaching for, but not equaling. Okay, so sketch this graph. I always do a basic number line with negative infinity and positive infinity. I'm going to put in the negative 11. I'm not going to put, and 200. I should have justified that a bit. That's okay. I'm going to shade between the two numbers, because historically, probably, when you've done this in the past, if it doesn't equal, you've done an open hole. And if it does equal, you've done a closed hole. What you're going to see me doing is for open hole, I'm going to mimic this parenthesis. And for closed hole, you're going to see me mimic this bracket. So what you're going to see on my graphs is exactly the same as the interval notation. All right, now when I represent this as an inequality, it's going to be negative 11 is less than x is less than or equal to 200. So again, the parenthesis is the less than, the bracket is the less than or equal to. Now, if you notice how I shaded, the shaded area is contained between the negative 11 and 200, so this is bounded. As for this next one, negative infinity to positive infinity, this is just anything. There is nothing stopping your variable from being anything. Negative infinity is less than x is less than positive infinity. With infinities, we always use the parentheses. We always use the less than. You can't equal infinity because it's a concept. This is unbounded. Whenever infinity is one of your bounds, one of your sides of your interval, you are unbounded. So unbounded has to do with infinity being one, even if it's only half of it. So even if you had 6 to infinity, you would be unbounded because there is infinity as part of it. And infinity is always a parenthesis. All right. Here we have negative 7, 45. They're both parentheses. This looks like an ordered pair, but it is not. So make sure when you see something like this, you read directions to know what you're being asked about. We're going to shade between. We're going to bring these notations of parentheses down. Negative 7 is less than x is less than 45. We can see the shaded area is bounded. Zero, 1. We'll bring the brackets, negative infinity, positive infinity. We will bring the brackets down. We will shade between. 0 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 1, and we are bounded. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you.